Welcome. Welcome. Welcome all. Testing, testing, testing. Let's get this shit started. Welcome. It's your boy. Coming in another edition to the Satoshi Shit Show. So let's get this shit going. Wow! Hold on. I'm a dickwad. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I fucked up. I didn't post my link in my Twitter. Like a retard. 1 second. Wow. 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 Okay. Alright, we'll get started right now. Hold on, guys. Alright, let's get it going now. Let's see who's in here. Yo, turn me up in the headphones. Alright. 1, 2, test. 1, 2, testicles. Hold on. Alright, guys. Sorry. Let's lower this music a little bit. Let's get my voice. The main attraction of this segment. So, if you were with me yesterday, yeah, okay, we were wrong. We were wrong. We were wrong. We ended up closing over this trend line, which was huge. One thing I want to teach, and I want to be a proctor of, is once you establish a trend, okay? So we established the trend. Chimolati, bruh. Hey, brother. Hey, but check this. Why is my thing lagging like a cock-sucking son of a bitch? Let me get rid of this, see if that helps. I have no idea why this is lagging so bad. Maybe if I close that, close this, close that. Maybe if I close this as well. Alright, close a few of my shit out. My computer's running like a piece of dick right now for some reason. That's weird. So I'm getting a minute to get going and shit. So I know yesterday, like I said, I honestly was expecting one more low. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting a touch of that line. But sometimes they don't give it to you. Sometimes they don't give what you want, you know? So you live by the bull, you die by the bull. You live by the horns, you die by the horns. And what sucks was I had a great short. This was a great short at first. But It was a great short at first yesterday when we shorted from up here, but then obviously, yeah, I got stopped out right the fuck there. And as soon as I got stopped out, I woke up and I went long. Literally, as soon as it happened, I went long. I get escaped. I knew exactly what was happening. I went long as a motherfucker. I went long as a motherfucker. I knew once price action passed this point, my primary account was invalidated. That's the glory of Elliott Wave. I knew my primary initially, like I said, is A, B, C going up. This entire structure looked corrective compared to this, especially the duration or time it took. Look at the angle it took. Look at the angle it took from, not from the top necessarily, but the general angle. This is all bull trap. This is a bull trap. That was all hunt stops. Although we expected it to happen in Elliott Wave, it was still bull trap, hunt stops. I'm not going to consider it part of the angle. But look at this angle. Nice and gradual, right? Nice and slow, nice and easy. This one, not so much. It's a little more steep, you know. It's a little more steep from the base. So you gotta recognize these things. So I stuck to my guns. I know there was a lot of people, a lot of really someone's calling me or some shit. What the fuck? Don't know who the fuck that is. Miss me with that bullshit. But anyways, so, and also what I also want to be a prominent of is corrections channel impulses break channels. And if we could live by that and die, I did it. The reason why I expected this was because I expected a complex, simple, complex. I cannot talk right now, buddy. I cannot talk right now. I don't know why people are calling me right now. I cannot talk right now. That was you? I hate you. Damn it, Gunner. I don't know what is going on with Arizona has atrociously horrible internet, so that might be the case. But yeah, it's running pretty like shit. Honestly, it really is. Let's get my RSI off. Let's get these off. So, anyways, so this channeled very well. It was held within the parameters of the channel, and another thing, it stayed in the upward channel. So that was, you were leaning more bullish with that. If it was in the down half of this channel, it would be more bearish, obviously. If you take a look at this, from this point to that point, it easily broke this channel, right? It broke out of that channel. So impulses break channels, corrections don't. And we're going to be a really, keep the blue flag fly. So we have to be a very good big prominent of that. And another thing that I was saying yesterday is that we're holding this value range high. We're holding it, which was extremely bullish. Like I said, it was so bullish. I kept saying it on my video. It wouldn't hurt to go long, but like I said, we live by the horns and die by the horns. Being a day trader and a scalper, this would have been a great swing trade. Like I said, we're holding this value range high. We're holding it. We broke it, and then we're holding this. No, like I said, we're worried about the lows. The lows. We don't give a fuck about the highs. The highs are validated. We don't give a fuck if we hold these. We don't give a fuck. The only thing I care about is that low right there. If I hold that, this is the only low I care about. Look at that. Ooh! Jesus. Jesus Christ. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh, wow, Gunner. I didn't know. We could restart, bro. We could restart, and we could do this together. We could do a tandem. Um, I'm a little slow on my TA compared to you. You run through your shit real quick. I'm pretty slow. But anyways, just let me know. Just shoot me if you want to do that, or let's get like a quick poll, like a quick vote. If you want us to restart in tandem, me and Gooner, me and Nebraska Gooner, let us know ASAP so we could do this real quick. Okay? And I turned off the music for now so we could better hear. Wow. 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 Okay, fine. Anyways, so we had this value, these points right here, right? And like I said, in a downtrend, once we break up on the retest, what we're worried about are the lows to hold. On the break up, we're worried about the highs to be like short on, like it's like the first divergence point. Here's your X point, somewhere in here. You want to, like I said, we're short here earlier. Like I said, we were wrong there, but live by the horns, down the horns. That's horrible. Sean, get out of here. Sean's being mean. Sean's being really mean. I'll go live later. Okay, yeah. How about that? That's good too. Gunnar, if you get the evening update. Okay. So, but I want to review. We want to review why these held, why we went up instead of down. Like I said, I was expecting a touch of this low. I was. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting this. Remember, like I said, I was expecting it a little bit lower, but we didn't get there. But we did bounce off this low like a freaking dime, like ridiculous. And another thing I want to point out was our VR. Sorry for my harsh voice. Our VR system called for this long yesterday. It called for that long yesterday. Remember that? I even said that. I even said that. So, but we have to be the things we have to be very cautious of is still that we haven't cleared this high, which is very obvious to, resistance, as labeled here, and also this high, that the very top high, which is like 160 on the dot. And what's this? 139. So 139 is our immediate resistance. I won't be surprised if this turns out to be another blue. And if we get two blues in a row, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That'd be good. I guarantee if we get two blues in a row, this SAR will flip under us. I guarantee it. Let's check our... Ooh. Right on that. We're right on our 21, which is our trending MA. It's our trending MA. It always trends. It could always be respected by a trend line somehow. I guarantee it. I promise you that. Let's go back to April real quick. This is the time. I really expect us to pull something like this right now. We're not. I don't expect us to go very high. It's possible we get more bullish than we were in April. And the reason why I say that is because that fork coming up. That fork coming up. It's possible we get more bullish in April. See how here the SAR was above us on resistance. We had that bull call under daily. We broke up, not as high as we did just now. On today's high, we actually tested the close. Like I said, we just tested that close at 139. This one we didn't. The next 2 days flipped positive. For that long call, you could have went long here with your stop loss at the local low, which is here, and then you would have shot for whatever the hell you want to shoot for. But the point is, this thing called it like a freaking champ, and maybe we should just start listening to it on a daily basis. Like, look at this. It told us to short here. It told us along here. It told us along here. It didn't give us a call here. It told us it's short here. It told us this was a shitty long. I took this short. I didn't take this long because I was biased to that one more little drop. I should have took that long though. Regret it. Oh well. We live by the horns, out horns. But the point is, all these factors played in for this reason to go long on a daily time frame, and for your swing traders, these are the things I want to keep pointing out to you. Sean's inherently a day trader, scalper. We're inherently scalpers, day traders. Most of our calls are for like these little, like your trade would have been like a short from here, stop loss somewhere in this. You wouldn't have put it that high because it's a giant wick, and you would have just aimed for this low here, this pivot low, this value range high, whatever, or this 21 MA, and then you would listen to this and follow the RSI, and RSI is leading bullishly. This is also doing the same thing. Got a positive. Why not take that, swing traders? Why not take that, swing traders? It's just being confident in developing a system. I'm trying to show you guys a system to run with and work with, and this is one. So anyways, let's move on from this. Let's get on to the little time, what we care about. Are we going to go up or down right now? This, as soon as this candle closes right now, we'll know if it's a positive or negative. And then if it's a positive, we'll go long. So we want to have our stop loss this low. We would have it like right here, which is more appropriate, like 120. Loss of this base right here would be pretty terrible, honest, in my opinion. And I wouldn't want us to retrace this deep at all. So 120 is very pivotal for us to hold. And you could set like a stop loss at 119-ish if you want to go long, if this gives us a positive on a close, which is the close is in what? How many hours? I never know. Is it really in 1 hour 28 minutes? Well, if the daily closes in 1 hour and 28 minutes, that'll be pretty cool. So as soon as this candle closes, we'll know if it's a positive or negative. So it's not a delaying call. It's not a one candle close. It's not two candles. Just as soon as this candle closes, we know if it's a positive or negative. Albeit, things could drastically change throughout the day, and it could just fall off a cliff and it'll turn negative. So that's why you have your stop losses, and that's why you don't just run with it without no fucking stop loss, because that's why you get wrecked. But most of the time it stays like it especially you got these MAs under you and stuff like this, man. These are really trendy MAs, man. Really trendy MAs. The only ones we care about. We don't give a F about the other ones. Exponential and weighted, you could do more or less the same thing, but I like having my exponentials on. Okay, so let's dive into the daily time frame, the smaller time frame. Let's see what is going on. Let's get my actual chart back up. This is what I see. This fooled me around. This fooled me last night. It did. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this put in. We could get rid of this for now. Really, I had that blue long call in my on the daily, like almost all day yesterday. I swear to God. I could have sworn. Let me pull up the video. I think it was in the Loom video I was talking. Or do I have any charts from yesterday? Any charts from yesterday? I'm trying to see. I swear, I was like looking at it. I was like, should I go? Like I was literally looking. I swear I was looking at it. or it might have been on like Bitcoin's daily. I was looking at it. I forgot what daily candle close I was looking. I was looking at literally looking at it. I was like, a positive. I was like, man, should I long that? Because I shorted the negative on the day before. I'm looking for it. Looking for it. Is this it right here? I don't think so. Yeah, look at this. Oh wait, no, that's no. Never mind. That's a different chart. Let me see. Where is it? I'm looking for it. Oh, that's a 240. What is this? Man, I don't think I have it. I swear I had a video of it yesterday. Really? BitMEX East? What was it? I hate finding the BitMEX inversarial pip like oh there we go. Whatever you call it. Inversarial fucking inverse swap date bullshit thing. Takes me forever. Shoot. Trend lines, my trend lines. Oh my gosh. Look how well this played out. X. If we close over it, you long again. Wow. Anyways, let's check it. I want to see. That's so weird. Where's my? Interesting. That is very interesting. Coinbase had it. Kraken had it. Bitfinex had it. Man, those BitMEX charts, man, I don't like BitMEX charts at all. There's a reason why I don't fucking chart them at all. They're fucking just garbage. There's no reason to chart a BitMEX chart. They're straight up garbage. Unreliable. There's too high of leverage everywhere, and people just getting freaking washed up everywhere. So that's the issue. And this indicator is the VR system. It's in-house indicator that was developed by me. It's for cryptocurrency members, premium members, and anybody who was lucky enough to get in the experimental trial period of it, which was I let like 10 people help me develop this with questions and answers, and me asking like what they would want and whatnot. But it's going to be one of our premium indicators because to me it's literally the best. It's there's no other indicator out there that could tell you what to do literally on the close. Albeit, it could change drastically during the day, so you have to manage yourself with a stop loss. But it usually gives you a very precise indication of what's going to happen during the day on the current day you're in. Like I said, this was a positive yesterday, and look what happened. It did all this, did that. Pretty crazy. And sometimes the move may not be drastic. Like, let's find like, see this positive right here? There's a positive. We didn't really go anywhere. Let's find one that failed. This positive right here, you actually probably got stopped out here, see? So it's not 100%, but it still went up. The close was still higher, so it technically was not wrong. It was technically not wrong, but it still would have got stopped out. So it's like I said, it's an in-house indicator developed by me. Um, these MAs, you can have these MAs on any chart, obviously, but this is just a code. I don't know why it's not changing right now. For some reason, it's not. Oh, there it goes. My chart is taking so long to load. It's pretty disgusting. Anyways, like I said, when we dive back into the guts, the daily close, we absolutely need this daily close to be. I want it above 128. I know we are just in the we really are, honestly, bro. Where the hell's my favorites? I'm just coming up with. I really want to be able to hold this low right here. If that'd be super crucial in my opinion. Bro, fuck, dude. All these other indicators are too old for us. They don't do enough. They didn't do enough for us. So this 4-hour chart was absolutely god. 3 positives in a row. Who was telling me that last night in the live stream? Someone's like, "Hey, the 4-hour just printed 2 positives." Man, I hope you longed that. Didn't listen to me. So we broke out of this channel. Curling up. Let's get rid of this because we don't need this anymore. We got our negatives. We knew we were going to sell off today in this 4-hour candle. We're still expecting a sell off. Man, 3 in a row. So yeah, I'm expecting a test of 131 at least. At least. With a minimum of 128. We want to stay out of this zone. We call this the zone of unknown. And this is where we can get in trouble if we get into. So we want to stay above this. Typically, in my opinion, like I said, this structure kind of fucked me. I really don't know what it was, honestly. I don't know if this was 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I meant 3, 4, 5. Because if you get into a 15-minute time frame, because this was like obviously an AB, like a WXY, ABC, like in this ABC there. Some sort of combo that obviously looked like a triangle that fooled me. It looked like a very clear triangle, fooled me. That's why I was so so adamant about being a B wave. But then I'm considering this one of something. So one, all this is 2 because all this made consistently lower lows, except there. I guess it did not. So I guess 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I was like 1, 2, 3. Interesting. It's a very peculiar shape one. Yeah, if maybe I'm gonna consider this all one, like this. Deep retrace, and this is all 3. We have 4. Expect 4 to put in a flat or a triangle. This was very much a zigzag. Broke outside of the bear trap some people. Bear traps. This is why I hate being a breakout trader. That's why I hate it. You have to be very cognitive of your volume. Some people might have said that was a lot of volume in a break. But the key was this. This was more volume than that. So be very cognitive what is a lot of volume to you. Make sure you're not being biased on those breaks. So now let's get the full digest of how we go about our business doing Elliott Wave, because it's not no easy peasy quickie skeezy. It takes some time to do it right. So we obviously do not want it to get down here. So we're gonna already eliminate this trend line as being invalidated as where we want to get to, and we're gonna focus on this trend line right here to really get us going. Even you could probably even extend a little outwards to probably right there, and then let's take our fibs from that. So like I said, we can accept a low of 128. We can. That's the dead cat bounce. It's right at the daily close. It's right at a really important pivot, in my opinion. It's also basically, in my opinion, it'll be above this trend line by the time it reaches that point. And then let's also do one more thing. So we got a 3.618 extension. So we can expect a retrace to a 2.618 to a 2.236. The reason I have this mapped out is because it's a divergence point on RSI. Sorry, my RSI is a little bit of a mess. Let's clean it up a little bit. I always try to go through a fresh chart with you guys, but let's get this out of the way then. Okay, wow, none of those deleted. That's freaking fantastic. So if we're gonna do the same technique, I'm a big fan of applying your techniques everywhere. Don't be. One of the rules of a breakout is it has to do with both on the price and RSI. So we broke out here, came and retested here. This is where we went long yesterday on that stupid little scalp, and it was so quick, kind of fucked us. Right there. I thought I was gonna, like I said, I thought it was gonna give us more, but it didn't give us shit. And then this bear trap some people breaking under here. I'm not gonna lie, this bear trap some people breaking in here. This would have been typically that's normally a really good short. That's a really good call for short because usually you don't want to break this. But did we break it on price? That was the key right there. See how price didn't break it, and because price didn't break it, it didn't respect each other. So since there was a difference, it was a positive. It positively reversed this divergence that was formed here at the top inside here. And then all you have to do is, since this is a bull trap, this little wick right here, you draw your divergence from there down, and all you wait for is a breakout here, and you do the same thing here. So your divergence point was right here. The next high you took it off was right here. Not that bear trap, bull trap. So you take it off that high, and you just wait for one candle close. And that was it right there. You could even say, you could even went lower off that other close right there. And you could have went a little bit sooner. But the point is, you want your RSI and your price to match. And if they can match, you could have you know it's right. If they don't match, something's gonna happen in the opposite direction of what just moved. Since we moved down, and since it didn't match here, we could expect to move back up. It's just like how divergence worked. We moved up, but this didn't go anywhere. So since we moved up, we could expect this to go down. This is how you have to look at price and your oscillator. There's so much more you could do with your oscillators. Just people don't do it. So again, right here, I'm watching this divergence that's forming from here. We're doing the same principle now. You can maybe consider this somewhat of a bull trap. You can if you want. This is going to be a little bit more drastic. So let's take this point here. So once price action crosses this line, I guarantee you this motherfucker will fly like a hell, like fly like a bat. You can either go off the close or not. This is like I said, this is the bull trap. So you can go off the close or not. Try not to get the bull trap. Following at 21 MA, so it's gonna be very crucial. So this is all we're looking for. Then we're looking for, since this is a trap, you could also draw a trend line that mimics this line. Like so. And you could expect RSI to possibly get into this range. Here, I want to redo this. Redo. You son of a gun. I cannot get it. How about I just copy this, clone, and I just move it over. How about that? A lot better. So we can expect our RSI to possibly dip into anywhere in this. We could dip into here and bear trap some people. We want to stay in this more white zone to stay more bullish, but I will accept a test in here. And the reason why I say that is because if you take this, here's your previous high you broke off of. So you take that, you could either go here, man. I'm gonna go here. So now we're focusing in on a zone. You see what we're doing here? We're trying to pinpoint a zone of where we could expect price to turn around at, and it's looking like here and here. Now the second thing you want to do, if you're a more risky trader, you could do this. You could play this breakout. So like right there. These are the two points where I expect price to make an attempt to break out. If we don't, it's on the 15-minute time frame too, by the way. It's more of like a scalper's look, how we're playing this. But this is what I'm looking at, how I'm expecting us to possibly go back up. Yeah, other things. Look how big this was too. Look how this bullish divergence. We cleared it. This was so huge. If I wish I was awake for this, but I was asleep. Like I said, I would have closed my position. I would have closed my short out and I would have went long, but I was asleep. Very unfortunate. Last time I ever do that. I wish Kraken would. I hate Kraken sometimes. Anyways. So now that we got our RSI mapped out on the 15-minute time frame, let's try to do the same here. So this high is way down there. We don't care about that. So let's draw this trend line that now that we have it mapped on price. Came off this point right here and that point. So we're worried about price getting over. If price get over this, whoa. Sorry. All my downtrend lines are yellow, by the way. This is more of a scalp. This wave 5 could run. It could get as long as it wants to, since wave 3 was already longer than wave 1. Wave 5 can run as long as it possibly wants to. But I expect it to not. I expect it to do something like this, possibly bounce off this trend line, and then we'll come down and actually retrace. And then when that happens, expect us to take some time and for it not to be quick. Because there's a lot of bearish people still, so there's going to be a lot of shorting people. People shorting the fuck out of this, I guarantee it. Expect it after completion of here. If we do break a higher, do not expect us to break over this trend line here that we established and broke under the first time. Wave 1 is usually never strong enough to break over it. So I expect us to crash by a maximum of 150, minimum of 142, 140 actually, 150 is max, and then expect us to come down and like put in like a complex WXY. So if that's gonna happen, expect this to be an A. Oh, whoops, wrong way. Oh, Jesus. So I'm expecting a WXY, a complex move, rather than a simple move. For some reason, I have a feeling. I have a weird feeling. It's expected WXY. So from here, down, up, down, and that's gonna play out. Then some complex correction like this. It'll be key that we hold these pivots right here under retrace, specifically this one, and this trend line, this right here, this alert. I can't spell words. Damn. Cautious. How do you spell cautious? C-O... Should be popping up. Yep. So we see we're coming down like we proposed. I'm looking at this now. Look at the volume. Bare volume is dying down. This looks like a simple ABC WXY of some sort. If you dive into the guts, ABC. So I expect this to be a WXY or ABC of some sort. So some sort of three-wave move. I don't care what it is. No, not that far, obviously. Not that. We can't go that far. I don't want us to go that far. I expect it to be like this, though. This was a ABC. ABC. It's channeling pretty well. I'm expecting it to get to 131 though. I'm expecting it to get to 131 and like 60, 70 cents. Volume kind of picked up there on that push down. Should expect it for a finishing move. Should get bought up though. This could be this could be an ABC as well. This could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This volume right there kind of picked up. I'm not in a position yet. I exited up here from my positions down here. I'm looking to buy back. But this volume right there is giving me a little creepy weeby. I'll put a small position at 131 and hope he gets 131 and 61 cents. 65 cents, and I'll hope it gets filled. But I'll be a buyer if we get some volume coming over this line. Now, this, like I said, this wave 5 doesn't need to get high. It does not need to get high. So if it does break over this here and retest it, and it keeps going, but the volume's whack, get out. The volume just keeps like dying down like this, get out. And expect this to roll over at the 4.0 extension area, and then we'll further reassess our positions. We could, if you're at risk, if you're a day trader scalper, you could risk a short possibly once we reach up here, but you're risking yourself if you're trying to hold it for some time for a fact. If we look at these retraces in previous times, they weren't really, there was something. That looks like this move. One, two, three, four, five. That also could happen. Oh yeah, what is absolutely huge now? I forgot. This is huge, 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 huge. Oh my God, we gotta be very careful here going along after this. Okay, very careful, and I'm gonna tell you why. um, to me, this put in a complex move. This looks like more like a WXY now, right? Because if we go into it, sure, you can label that a five wave impulse and that a of wave five, but to me, this was a cleaner ABC. This was a what do you call it? A W or ABC or WXY, however you want to call it. It channeled very well. Wasn't very impulsive. The only thing I was impulsive was this C leg. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is this was also a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So A, B, C. This was some sort of corrective move. Obviously, it was channeled very well. So some correction, and A, B, C. So W, X, Y combo. So the reason I'm saying that is initially I expected a simple A, B, C, a 3, 3, 5, or a 5, 3, 5, but we didn't get that fifth leg because like I said, this could have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. So like A, B, I don't know. You could possibly consider that, but to me, this is not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To me, that doesn't look like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could maybe consider that 3, 4 of that degree, but to me, it's not. To me, this is within that leg, not this leg. And because of that, I'm gonna have to say our top side might be limited, guys and girls. It might be limited, and it might be very limited. This was a complex move. If this was a complex move, which in my opinion, a WXY, that's a complex move, right? My alleyway traders, would you agree? WXYs are considered complex. So since we could see that, we're getting a decent buyback now. Pretty good. And since I'm saying that, this made an extension, right? This made a simple. This made it. You can consider this an extension, right? It made a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it was bigger. Not really extension. It was normal. This was an extension though. This was an extension. I guess you consider a third wave extension and a fifth wave extension. It's like so. What I'm saying though is this wave, this C wave, all it needs to do to complete a wave C is make a 5 wave impulse to some sort, and it's done. So, like I said, it's gonna be very crucial that we're cautious on how we buy back and how this retrace right now looks. If this retrace comes in a lot of volume and it looks like a 5 wave impulse, because I expect it to be a WXY, some sort of complex wave 2, not an ABC, before we go up for wave 3. Because people are going to be shorting the shit out of it and be wrong, and it's going to be some form of complex move, or they're going to be right, and the big whales are going to go with them, and they're going to be shorting the piss out of it, and it'll just instantly, you'll see the volume. You really see the volume kick up, and you get a 5 wave impulse down. Because to me, this this could be considered get these out of here. It could be considered if a 5-wave impulse and a done structure, right? A done structure. It could. Although it'll be very weird for C to be that short compared to A. That'd be strange. If that was the case, then I would be more lenient to saying that was like a wave 5 of some sort rather than wave C. So we're going to be very cautious on how this retrace looks on this. I'm cautiously leaning bullish. Is this wave 1 of this, or is it one and done? Wave 1 or one and done? That's a big question. The key, I think, will be holding this trend line, holding this section right here. Not getting into this zone is the key, in my opinion. Getting into this zone would drastically jeopardize everything we have bullishly. Anyways, you guys, I guess we should take a... Oh, God. Oh, my God. How'd that happen? Why does that always happen to me? Always. Don't pause it. I have to go to my live settings real quick. So lame. Anyways, let's look at Bitcoin real quick. Back in this channel. Bitcoin got a pretty nasty wick. But anyways, let's run through Bitcoin real quick, and then I'm gonna get the F out of here. Again, why did Bitcoin hold? Because we held this X point. Very crucial. Very crucial. And that's what I was looking for Bitcoin. We didn't get as low as we wanted, exactly at the close, but we still managed to hold that. And on a daily time frame, we didn't break under this channel, which is weird. On the intraday time frames, you see we clearly broke under the channel. We held it on a 10-hour time frame like a mother effer though. This high point. Perfect. Beep. We see we're closing above this now on the 10-hour. Well, we're wanting to. We did once. Do we have anything? Let's look at this real quick. Check it. Check this. We got something now. So let's delete this. Delete this. Divergence. The lowest low. So this was telling of this being a short when we broke below it the first time. Since we're closing over it though, that's really bullish. And I'm expecting at least this top to be hit for possibly for Bitcoin. 4,200. For time frame. Yeah, that's pretty. That's good. This looks good. It's looking pretty good for another continuation up, you guys and girls. It does. Watching for this to break. And what this does is it just shows you future sell points. By the way. And then you do this for your. So it actually broke this on close and broke it on close and the other most valid point was actually this point though, but it still broke it on one close. Another telling sign that this is a correction, and I said it yesterday, was that we didn't necessarily break down and out away from this entire channel. Typically, though, we don't want it to break out of this channel at all, but we didn't run away from it. We sustained this. Usually, we come, hit it, and we really roll over, but we sustained the entire bull channel. So now what we're looking at is essentially watching for this pivot to hold. Like I said, I'm already liking what Ethereum is doing. This could either be ABC is done, we'll move up now, or we're putting in like a combo WXY. I expect a combo, to be honest. Of some sort. WXY. Either a WXY or something else. But I'm expecting a combo to make like a more of a bull flag, you know, a really hanging down bull flag, and maybe test this wave 3 of 1 lesser degree right there, which just happens to be the exact point we want to stay over. So a lot of reasons why that point is going to be our point to go to look to long if we get there. If we break this channel, then obviously it's going to be pretty bullish. We're going to watch this trend line for Bitcoin. We want to necessarily take that wick. It's kind of a shitty wick. That's pretty shitty. That point's more valid. So as soon as Bitcoin breaks its horizontal trend line, I know it's shitty, but those are the 2 points that Bitcoin has to get over. You could go off the close of this wick, but to me that's pretty pointless. It's not really a point on RSI. It's right besides the point. But you can, if you're a more risky buyer, go on along with this. But to me, I wouldn't. So yeah, I'm expecting a combo. I really am. I don't. That move was really bullish. We extended pretty bullish. I don't expect it to be a quick 1-2 ABC. That's clearly ABC. Like that's a C leg like a mother effer. That's a C leg like a mother effer. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth leg in any diagonal. A, B, C. Then A, B, then C right here. 1, or W, X, Y. I don't know how you want to count that one. B of some sort, or a 2. That's like clearly a triangle. So W, X, Y. This can be the finish. Watch this structure. 1, 2, 3, 4. If this could get over this high, this may be our first little impulse of this fifth wave. I expect this to be a little bit more of a combo though. This is a WXY, because this is a ABC, or whatever you want. This is a WXY in the south, so ABC, ABC, or ABC, WXY, WXY, so 3, 3, 3. Is this going to put in another correction? Put in a 3, 3, 3 for to make us this bull flag. This is what I expect. If you're trying to long this, I'll layer my bids anywhere from 133 all the way down to 131 is my stop loss. This is a scalp, like at 129 ish, 129 and 20 cents. And if we do fall down here, and if we do fall down here, I don't expect us to just jump the fuck up. I expect us to like fight and consolidate out. And if we do fall down here, that means this entire wave 1 was done, and we were wrong. Very viable secondary here. We'll see how this performs though. It's crucial that we hold this 131 for Ethereum. And Bitcoin needs to hold preferably 38, 36. Alright guys, if these coins could do what I just said, we'll be good for a little bit more continuation up. Expect Bitcoin to have trouble starting at 440. Look to exit completely at 4,200. Like, if you're holding beyond that, you're crazy. Because I do expect us to have at least some consolidation, if not a complete retrace at this point. Like I said, this was more of a complex move rather than a simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A, B, C. This was this was a 3-wave move. See, Bitcoin's a little bit more different, a little different, but either way, it's still not a clean 5. This was not a clean 5. 1, 2. Now it's not a 3. So 1, 2, A, B, C. So definitely complex. So be careful. Same thing with Bitcoin. Just gotta be careful. We have to hold those numbers, like I said. If we don't, I'll be very worried for us. I think that's all I have. Let's take a look at this motherfucker real quick. I wanted to go to my... And then I'm gonna get out of here after this. Yeah, I think this has one more leg down. This move can come all the way up here, though. I just wanted to take a look at the other. One thing I like to do is look at the dollar in comparison to Bitcoin. What's the dollar today? The dollar's on a red. So dollar's on a red. Let's go. I'm just waiting for the dollar to fall off a little bit. I don't know. It's very interesting for the dollar. The dollar could be seen as very bearish or very bullish. This could be all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we just started a new impulse to the upside, so like an A, B, C. This is one leading diagonal 1, 2. We're coming up for 3, or this could be seen as very bearish as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Any diagonal, and we're about to fall off a cliff and roll over. It all depends on how what the Feds do, in my opinion, how this is gonna end up. It's either gonna be really good for the dollar or really bad. I expect us to have one more hurrah in our stock market before an ultimate bear market for a few years. But then again, that correction was pretty rough, pretty horrific. So it wouldn't surprise me if we stay like this for one, two, three. It's just not looking very good for us. We'll see how this goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because this could be done. We can enter an extreme recession here. To me, this looks like we put in a simple ABC and not a 5-wave impulse. So we'll see how this goes. Anyways, you guys, it'd be pretty good to close out like that. The monthly, that'd be pretty good of a buyback. 1, 2. So this goes 1, 2, or 1, 2, A, B, C running flat. 1, 2. The reason why I think we have one more hurrah because I think this goes 1, 2 running flat. 1, 2 running flat, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A, B, C expanded flat, hit a perfect 1.618 extension, and now we're gonna go up for our last hurrah in the stock market. Our last hurrah. Approximately 32.78 for the SPX. What's going to be crucial, looking at the monthly, we already lost that top pivot. We already established that. So now we're looking at this divergence low to at least hold. But before that, we had this divergence point that we broke over and created a new leg off of. So this is why I was really looking at this zone, not only because of the Elliott wave for the 1.61 extension of this expanded flat, but because of this value range system that was here, this topping point that we would previously established as a breaking point. So will it hold or will it not? If this does not hold on the monthly close, on the month, this is the SPX. I'm just looking at the entire market because if this takes a shit, it's not going to be good for us. I don't think this will be good for us right now. This needs to sustain one more year to keep us sustained, and then maybe at this time, maybe things would look different in terms of what I expect the markets to do. Because something needs to happen. We cannot keep doing this. We cannot keep extending over like this. Something needs to happen. Something needs to change in the economy, the way things work, the way things are looked at, the way things are run, the way things are transferred, paid for. Will it be cryptocurrency that says it? Who knows? I don't think cryptocurrency is the answer today. Right the fuck now. Fuck no. Not today. Maybe then. Who knows? I expect one more leg up there. But like I said, it's very crucial we hold that high right here, which is 23.71. A close beneath that on the SPX would take us, I guarantee it would take us down to 21.76, 23. And that'll be a complete bear market. This would be complete recession, bear market. Like this would be huge, a gigantic bear market if we get down to this point. Anyways, this is what I expect us to perform. I'm about to get out of here because I am basically done. I have no more things to cover. You guys see my setup. I expect a touch of 131-ish at least. We don't have to. We could just sit in this weird formation right here, going sideways as hell, and not go anywhere. But I expect these lows to hold at least at a minimum. And set your bids here. In my opinion, it won't hurt to layer some longs right in this little gap right here. Layer some longs right in that little gap. Maybe not this, because if we... How would you recommend a complete beginner to learn the... I will tell you first, don't jump into day trading. The first thing you need to do is learn how to TA. Don't just jump into shit and expect to know how to do anything. You just didn't hop in a car and start driving it, or you just didn't grab a freaking guitar and start jamming out. You gotta learn. You gotta understand and study, practice. How do you practice? Some people say paper trading. You could do some paper trading, but to me, that doesn't really teach you the emotional side. But what you need to do is first find something that makes sense to you. So just watch people TA. Literally, just watch people TA. And for me, Elliott wave made sense to me, so that's why I stuck with it, and that's why I studied it. For you, it might not be Elliott wave; it might be something else. So we got to be very, very cognitive of that. How do I practice that? Yeah, how do I practice? So, like I said, first study. Find something that makes sense to you. Then study whatever the hell that is that makes sense to you. And then once and then find a mentor, and whether it's through someone you know, uh, someone online, a paid service, whatever you want to call it. Find someone who can mentor you, to help you, so you can ask questions, help you formulate ideas with. You can bounce your charts off of, and then once you feel like you're comfortable enough in what you understand, like you understand the vocabulary, what things mean, what you could expect if this happens and this happens, what could you expect? Like if you have bearish divergence, but your valley low pivot holds on two closes on the sell off, and the sell off also has declining volume, and also on the pivotal break of the sell off, the volume was lesser than the break up or break out candle, and thus you had 4 reasons to possibly enter a position long. But you gotta first find something that makes sense to you. Whether, like I said, to me it was Elliott Wave. The reason why Elliott Wave made sense to me is because Elliott Wave gives you very precise rules, infinite rules that you cannot break and you have to abide by. And if you cannot abide by them, you're gonna get torn the F up using Elliott Wave. I see people throw Elliott Waves that look like complete garbage. I don't know how they're surviving. You have to abide by rules and check them consistently. I always have it here. Again, there's a whole bunch of internet, bro. I learned everything I know through the internet. Literally everything. Basically, I did pay for one course, and I credit that course tremendously in helping me develop, helping me further develop the way I traded, my understanding of trading, and my understanding of how my mindset should be in and when I trade. But you don't need that. You might need that to take you to the next step, the next level, to make you feel comfortable. Because to me, it was like, is this all this stuff I'm doing? Is this really work? Does this really work? Yeah, I'll make some trades and it worked, but then like sometimes I'll wait, I'll hold out and I'll just not do the trade, and then it'll work, and then I'll try to enter it, and then I'll get backlash. I'll get shit. I'm not gonna enter late. So a big thing is also confidence. If you're not confident, you're never gonna win. You're always gonna enter late. You're always gonna be chasing, and as soon as you start chasing, you lost. Yes, I've learned a great deal for free. A great deal. Like I said, I just only recently started. I only recently paid for a course, and it was just an intro course. Really, not an intro course. It did teach me a great deal in terms of my psychologically, and how to use one of the indicators I use all every day better. This understanding that trend change, if we hold 30 to 80 is bullish. Like this, we're holding 30 to 80. See that? 80 to 30, that's bullish. And as long as we do that, we're sustaining this bullish momentum. And reversal swing, what do you call them? Swing reversal points. Like I didn't really know about those until I was told about them. But then after I was told about them, I developed a theory, not a theory, a trading theory, an algorithm to base your price action upon to trade off of. So no, you don't need a paid course necessarily to be able to learn how to trade. There's a lot of traders who never paid for anything, who just learned through hard work and trial and error. Like I said, I learned a great deal. Everything I know about Elliott Wave, it's all me. I literally am asking questions from people who are online and just looking at stuff, going and reading the book. The biggest thing is just reading, and I'm like literally just taking the time and patience to understand shit, and not taking shortcuts. There's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts to anything in life worth having and keeping, and that includes something like a job. Nothing, nothing worth having and keeping will come easy in life, and I promise you that. And if you think it is, I'm sorry. You're gonna have a harsh reality when you get older, and you're gonna get punched in the face so hard you won't know what to do after. So be realistic. Understand you'll lose before you make any money, like throughout the year. I guarantee you, in the first 6 months, or the first 3 months at least, you'll lose or at least break even before you consistently start gaining. And I'm not trying to be mean or rude. You could be the Picasso of trading and just pick up everything just like by looking at it and just automatically master the psychological aspects of it and the mental aspects of it. But the likelihood of that you being you is very slim. The likelihood that there's very few people who've done that in this. So be realistic. I'm just being realistic. When I first entered this place, I wasn't realistic, and I first the worst thing any new trader could do is win first, and win big. That is literally the worst thing for a new trader to do. You want to lose first. You want to lose. You want to taste that. Because as soon as you lose and you walk away, okay, that's not for you. You're never going to be a trader. But as soon as you lose and you stay, that's when you know you got that mentality, that patience, that humbleness to know, okay, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I have to respect this more and have to actually learn what to do. As soon as you realize that, I guarantee you, you're going to take those leaps and bounds. You're going to do whatever it takes to understand what's happening in front of your screen. I guarantee it. So I challenge that. Is that you? Have that mentality, boy. Be realistic. Understand this is going to be painful at first, but like I said, my first trade, I 4 times my portfolio, my first trade. I was like, wow, this is ridiculous. And my second trade, I 2 times my portfolio. I was like, okay, this is stupid easy. But that was when all the altcoins were popping off. I bought a Litecoin was at $103 and I sold it at $354. Then I bought, so not necessarily 4 times, but 3.5 times. And then I bought some weird ass shitcoin on KuCoin, and as soon as it dropped, and then it went like ridiculous, and I sold it. And the next thing I knew, I was like, oh my god, I know what I'm doing. But I did not know what I was doing. Next thing I know, I lost 80% of that. But I was humbled, and that all happened within a month, bro. Within a month. So you talk about a roller coaster of emotions. You talk about you starting here, coming here, going like really high, and then just straight to the ground, and being humbled, and understanding that you don't know what you're doing. You have to respect the market. You have to learn. Nothing worth keeping is going to come easy, and it includes this. So understand that, buddy. Find what makes sense to you, run with it, and don't keep flipping left and right. I see people start the first 3 months they're doing Ichimoku Cloud, the next 3 months they're doing freaking EMA crossover, next month they're doing freaking Elliott waves, and the next month they're doing freaking OB blocks and price action and volume and VR stuff, and next thing I know they're doing something else. Don't be that guy. Find something that makes sense and run with it. Find a system and work with it. If you need a mentor, find a mentor. There's plenty of great mentors out there. I host a group with 3 other admin who are great people. We also have a few other people are guest analysts in there who are also great people who are always willing to help and show you what they understand and what they know to help formulate your ideas in trading, help further your skills in trading and stuff like that. Don't know what any of that is. No, I know, but I'm saying, just if I don't make sense to you, run with it. Keep studying. Be realistic. Understand the pains will come first before any fruits. But when the fruits do come, oh boy. Let me tell you, I'm never going to work for someone ever again in my life. And I'll make sure of that. So, anyways, you guys, I'm basically done here. Bill Cheeseburger, nice chatting with you. Like I said, find something that makes sense to you, run with it. Yeah, fine. Appreciate that, Gary Ryder. Or great. I can't read it. I need to change my font on my little widget. My widget font is a little fucked up. See, I can't really read you guys' names. So again, I appreciate that, Gray Ryder, Gary Ryder. Bill Cheeseburger, like I said, find something that makes sense to you, run with it. If you need a mentor, find a mentor. There's plenty of great people out there. I guess you can consider me a mentor. I'm just like a normal guy, in my opinion. Happens to know something or two about trading. And yeah, I do these live videos at least once a day during the week. At least once a day. I mean, at least once. Yeah, once a day, 5 days during the weekdays. I said that so wrong. There's a reason why I'm not an English teacher. I'm not. You guys don't follow me for English. I've been trading. You wouldn't believe. I took my first trade ever on January 13th. If I'm not mistaken. It was whenever. Let me look when Litecoin was. What I keep doing that. When was Litecoin 103? I bought it on Coinbase. That's absolutely nuts. It's way down there. It's crazy. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. A, B, C. That's crucial. Was it really December? I've been trading for a year then. No. 1-0. Oh yeah, I've been trading for a year. Never mind. It's been December 19th. Was when. Oh wait. What the hell was that? Let's see here. One. Oh yeah, it was right here in this day. Somewhere in this day. I remember. Yeah, I bought it somewhere. I bought it sometime in this zone. Remember, I was at work. I bought it in this zone. I was at work. So maybe, I've been trading for just over a year now. I'm a year old in trading. 1 year old. December 6th through 17th is when I bought my first ever. But I didn't really start trading until it got shitted on right here. Then I learned. I studied all through this. All through this. I studied and studied and studied. And I took my first ever real trade with confidence right here on Ethereum. I shorted the absolute piss out of Ethereum right here. And it was Damn, boy. 105. I sold. I'm about my money, and I saw some green, and I was like, I want it. I want it. And it dipped down, and I was like, oh no. And I held for one more time. I'm like, oh yes. And I sold, dude. I sold as soon as I can. I was not waiting anymore. Because remember, it spiked up, and I thought it was going to be a Bitcoin. I thought it was going to go to a fucking gazillion. I was like, oh my god, look. I was like telling my mom and like my family members, my friends, like, dude, what the fuck? But the next thing I know, I looked back and it was like, whoosh. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ! I dropped to 230. I was like, oh god, what's going on? Then it popped back up to 350. And I sold it instantly. As soon as it hit that second pop up, it sold instantly. And then this happened, and I bought some shitcoin here. This happened, and I bought some shitcoin here. And then, well, I bought it in here somewhere, and it rose. It did some crazy movements. And then I got shitted on here because I bought. What did I buy? I want to say I bought some Tron or XRP. Yeah, I think I bought Tron or XRP, and it killed me. And then I was like, okay, I need to learn what I'm doing. And then this is where I started studying. And I took my first confident trade here. And I started feeling really confident right here. Like, after this happened, where was it? Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum real quick. I'm sorry I was going over this bullcrap, but I guess just people want to know. I was really confident right here. At when we broke down for 480, right here, I was super confident. We broke down for 480, and then I was like, if we cannot close back over 480 on a weekly time basis, we're done. Because we had this weekly, right here, right there. This I shorted the piss out of it here too. On this close right here, close underneath that, and that's all I needed to know. And I shorted it. Or was it up here? Damn it. I keep getting confused. There's a trend line that I used to have that ran through right there. Let's try to find it. Draw it one more time. It ran through right there. Was it on log or auto? It was on log. It had to be on log. See here if I can find it one more time. I had a trend line. Was it from the tops? I think it was from the tops right here. Yeah, so as soon as we broke down this and I saw this, and I knew we weren't going anywhere. I knew we weren't doing shit. I cannot remember this. There was a trend line that I used to have that ran right here. Literally right. It would hit this, and it went right through there. I can't remember where I had it though, or where I found it at. Maybe it's this one. Maybe it's just from those two bottoms right there. Yeah, it was right. It's this trend line right here. Because this was a pennant. So these two trend lines are very powerful. These are very powerful, and these are very powerful. So see how this bounced off there? It was squeezed in here, and then we broke out. So I knew if we broke under this, and we did here, and like I said, I shorted the living piss out of it here. We came up the second time, or I shorted it here on this rejection, and I had my stop loss way up here, below that trend line. And then I thought we were gonna break down here, and then we didn't. That's when I learned about B waves being nasty. They can be nasty, just as nasty as a impulse, a B wave. That's what I learned. And then I held through, was confident about this, and then this happened. Confident about that call there, and I was confident about this call as well. And then now we're here. The reason why I was confident about this call is because we broke through this with force. See this how volume kicked up, and we went to retest it. We didn't even get close. Didn't even get close. Anyways, you guys, it's been nice chatting with y'all. I think I'm basically done. Wow, we're getting some movement. Didn't notice that. That's cool. I don't even use candles. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, for real. No, for real. The reason why I like bars is because the candle wicks, you get kind of throws you off. Like the visual kind of looks different, you know. The visual kind of looks different. It's not as clean. Bang! Give me the money, boy. Show me the money. Ah. So let's dive over to our actual chart here. Let's get into the guts. This is a call brought by. This could all be one. This all could be wave one. This could be wave three coming up. So let's see how this develops. I also saw a different count that could happen. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this could be wave three coming up. So if you got any long here, good job. I did expect more of a. I honestly did expect more of a combo. So the reason. So since we didn't pour. Where did I? I had a buy order on break, so I entered as soon as it broke over here. So 133, I think is my buy. Yeah, I had a buy order on the break. Yeah, 133 ish on my chart. Cracking. So this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be very small, so be careful that if you didn't buy in down here. I'm not too confident about this getting very high. It's getting eaten up pretty well. So this could still be A, B, C. Like I said, I expected us to put in a combo. It's getting sold off pretty well. We respected that topside trend line. Could still be a combo. That's more of a B wave in my opinion than a 5 wave impulse right here. I mean, than a wave 2. Well, let's see how this goes. One thing to notice is that this divergence line right here is getting broken. What time frame was it on? 15-minute? So what do we expect? At least a kiss into this center area. I thought we were going to go to the backside, but we didn't. We still can. It still could be a WXY. And this would be a good short. But I wouldn't be shorting this. You're risking yourself shorting this. If you're shorting this, that means you're like 100% sure this is a WXY. Like 100%. And I'm not. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You think a plus gets skipped today? Ooh hoo hoo hoo. If we blow bullishly, like if we blow out the waters, we do. We will. But if we get skipped, it's not a bad idea to long that skip. So Gosh dang it, something I wanted to do. Oh no, we broke under it again? This daily close was above. We printed a positive, by the way. We printed a positive on this daily. What the hell? We printed a positive on a 10 hour. Chevy's holding us as bullishly on a 10 hour. See how this plays out. If this is a wave 5 of a 1, it probably won't go that high. If this is wave 3, like I said, there's also an alternate count where this is all wave 1. But to me, I think this is wave. We're gonna come up here and come down and make like a head and shoulder here, whatever you want to call it. The meme. Yes, the meme. We'll be looking at the meme. Every now and then the meme comes true, and it is right, and this is one of the times where I'm liking the meme. On a 6 hour consecutive. So even if you would have bought in late here, on this positive, you would have this. Even if you would have bought in here. Well, as a day trader, I do not hold any cryptocurrency for the long haul besides one little coin that nobody really knows about, and it's hopefully survives this bear market. Because if it does, I guarantee you this next time it'll be the time. It will be this time. It's missed out the last 2 big runs, and there's a reason for that. Like, it didn't miss out. It still went over like 2,000% gains, but it didn't go over like 10,000% gains like some of these other coins, and it's still fairly cheap. And this coin's been a survivor since 08 or 09, like basically the inception of cryptocurrencies. It's one of the OGs, so there's a reason why I keep it. Anyways, so I don't hold any cryptocurrencies to day trade really, but I use Kraken. Another popular exchange is ECC. The coin's ECC, but another popular exchange is like Gemini. If you're a U.S. resident, another popular is what do you call it? GDAX, but you have to buy it through Coinbase and send it over to GDAX. And then you have there's a few other ones in the area that in the U.S. that are cool. What the hell is the other one? I forgot, but there's a few ways. So I don't really store them, but I buy and sell them on those exchanges. I primarily use Kraken. Yeah, so you have a lot more opportunities to trade, like in terms of what you could trade. There you go, Polo. You got 2 positives on the 1 hour. Yeah, Coinbase Pro is very user friendly. I mean, we got positives on the daily, the 2 hour, the 4 hour, the 6 hour, the 10 hour, the daily, the weekly had 2 in a row. The 1 hour's working on this, though. Like I said, I think that we're in a. This is a possible B leg or an X wave. W X Y A B C. I don't expect us to break out that this soon. Like I said, this is pretty bullish of a move, and usually when you expand that fast, you like to consolidate a little bit. And so I expect us to not move up this fast. I expect us to put in like a WXY. But we can run. So if you want to buy this, you can, but you're risking yourself a little bit. But what you're basically going off of is the fact that you have 2 positives in a row on the daily. 2 positives in a row on the daily. You're holding the 5 EMA. All your EMAs bullishly crossed over. Even on the even your Chevy support is crossed over. You got a 10-hour showing you 4 positive in a row. All your EMAs crossed over. It wouldn't hurt to like have a stop buy maybe at the break of this high there. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick. Yeah, Bitcoin definitely looks like it's still correcting. Like we're still correcting. Definitely looks like we're still correcting. Definitely does not look like it wants to be done yet. Let's do this. Okay, I need to get out of here. You guys are just taking my time. Let's see here. Oh, that was the top. It's already broke out of it, so that's not good. Yeah, Bitcoin's not really showing any volume, so I do expect us to put in at WXY or something like that. The real main account. I'm just kidding you guys. I'm not that rude. Major B wave complete. No way this is a major 2-wave down. I don't know exactly what you're saying, but I'm gonna show you. Wowza, yowza, yowza. I have no idea how long ago I made this chart or where this chart came from. Oh my gosh, this was made so long ago. Wow, let's see if this actually plays out. Sorry, I'm reading my. When did I make this chart? I'm very curious. Very curious. This is right though. That's my main count. It's my primary. ABC or WXY of some sort. And I expect it to form like a ending diagonal or an expanding ending diagonal here. One of the two. This is probably my favorite chart. It has the most detail and information on it. First move from low was a three-way structure move, so an ABC. This move up was in a swift move followed by a slow bleed, therefore I'm going to say it's WXY. More pain, therefore those wrong to. I'm trying to see where this came. I know. No, it's not invalid. This is still very valid. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way so we're not so overwhelmed by colors and stuff. And I hate these. I want those bars. Oh, I didn't see it. Let me see. Why do you have it like that? What is that? I can't see that. What time frame is that? 240? Um, the reason why I don't like it is because your the subwave structure of your first degree one wave coming down is a three wave move. Yes, I've heard before, and there's continued people saying there's three wave impulses, and I do believe that in your very first leg. I do believe that, but we gotta look at other factors now. Other factors to formulate ideas to better judge exactly what's going on, where we're going. And if we look at this, that does not tell me, that does not scream a corrective move to me. That does not scream a corrective move to me at all. This breakout, this volume right here, we broke out of this channel upwardly. That's inconsistent with a Elliott wave impulse to the downside, in my opinion. You want to sustain this channel in general. Where's the golden box retracer? I know it's close. I know we're in it. We're like right on it, or we're in it, right? We're either in it or on it, right? We hit it. That's pretty normal. Exactly what you expect. What's key here is that we're holding the 0.5 retrace, which is bullish. Notice that? And notice also, let's go to this daily. Check it here. The highest point of divergence was here. The absolute highest point of divergence was here. So it went here to there, and all like let's see here. So your lowest point was here on your RSI. Not really, but your lowest point was actually here. But this is where it started making its lows. You know, low, 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 and then it started going up. So this was your lowest point, and if we could close over this, like consistently with some, these 2 points consistently with some bullish pressure, we'll have some good movement. And right now, this close was good. Had good bull, had great bull buy power, closed above both these points, which is the highest point of divergence possible. Technically, this is your divergence because this was invalidated as divergence when it broke through the low here. But people, like, trust me, you want to use, I use RSI a little bit differently. So this is my points I'm really curious about. We tried to attempt to close over right here, but, well, that was weird. I got like a weird accent. We tried to attempt to close over right here, but you see this really bad wick, horrible wick. That's not a bullish. That's not a bullet. Even though its buy pressure was tremendous. Look at that wick. Not good. Not good. And this one's better. Good buy volume. Volume gained. This close was here lower. This close was higher, and you gained in volume, which is bullish. You're crossed over all these AMAs. So to me, I lean more up, for real, still. And I'm sticking to my guns even after looking at your chart. Did we just break out? I didn't even notice that. Oh wow, and we're dumping, huh? Jesus, Jesus. So this was wave 5 in my opinion. But we'll see how this goes. The reason ETH is so bullish is because the damn I'm gonna get ready to close my position at any moment. Let's go to the so that does not look good already. Yeah, I'm gonna close this position. I think this is done. This wave 5's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it continues up, I'll be surprised. But looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're done for this wave 5. Let's look at the breakout volume on this candle. Lackluster. See that bearish volume? So I'm gonna close this position. I closed this position out. I closed it. I didn't get my target, unfortunately. I thought we'd break a little bit better. So I closed out, and now I am waiting to see what's next. Yeah, that's why I'm so bullish on ETH. That's why I'm so bullish. As long as we hold these highs right here, we're fine. Once we lose these highs, our bullish momentum is in jeopardy. But we're fine until then. My only bearish scenario is that this is a B, C running huge running flat. But to me, it broke over the rules already, and it doesn't fit the criteria anymore. way over the golden retrace. Here's a golden retrace. You can't expect a 2.0, but anything over a 2.0, this got to a 2.618, almost to a 3.0. Actually, it did hit to a 3.0. That is way too bullish to be a corrective move, in my opinion. So let's dive into the guts real quick. Chevy still has a buy. Like I said, we'll see how this turns out. All divergence is a meme, usually. So just beware of that. So I guess if you're scalping this, I guess the appropriate way to go about this was to wait till this divergence broke right here. And until this divergence broke, where it stayed bullish. So here, did these lows break on the retrace? No. It gave a buy signal right before this candle went up. Yeah, Ethereum's looking way more bullish. It's crazy. Oh yeah, gonna dump the fuck before the hard fork, bro. Like right before the hard fork. I know I said I was gonna leave, but now I'm curious about this trade. Cause now I want to kind of enter a short, but be very scary entering any shorts. I really want Bitcoin out of this channel. It did just give a buy on a 1 hour. 2 in a row. Volume's decent on Coinbase. I might buy back real quick. Pretty risky though. What's that at? Oh yeah, this is where I have a target up in that range too. But I have my eyes set on 4,700. Yep, and dump on ripped. Yep, exactly. If you read my plan of action, that's exactly my idea. Because every single year, every December through February, Bitcoin and alts have rallied every single year. Not this year. January will be different. So if you're a scalper, this is gonna be crucial here. If you're a 15-minute, if you're a scalper, you're watching for this trend line to break on RSI. If it does, then that'll be huge. Could have did on price, but not on RSI, right? Where is it? Let's see here. So this point, you go have to close this too. Look at that. So no, we did not break over it. We kissed that as a sell point. So if we can break over it on price and RSI, we're good. But I think we're gonna come down for some reason. I want to be shorting this though. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, yeah, I'm looking to short the fuck out of it right before the fork. Right before the fork. Like, literally right before the fork. When is the fork, by the way? January what? When's the fork? The 16th of January. So right here? Oh, wait. I was like, what the fuck? So this is the window of death, then. We're going to set up a window of death for Ethereum between the 14th, the 15th, okay, the 13th, the window of death, 13th through the 16th or 19th. This is where you want to exit Ethereum. This should be perfect. And then people are gonna like it'll dump here in a 5-wave impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then people are gonna buy this retrace here, expecting it to hold as support. And it's gonna run up in an A, B, C for the ETF and backed. And then say goodbye. It usually dumps right before the fork. Like a few days to a week before the fork, it usually dumps. ZEC, I think I can't remember the coin I was in. I was in a coin during a hard fork or right before the hard fork, and it dumped before the hard fork happened. It dumped before the hard fork even happened. And then that coin dumped, and then the coin that got hard forked ran up a little bit, and then that dumped, and then they both went to shit coins. But I don't think Ethereum will be a shit coin. But I'm very curious to this hard fork though. Very curious. the 14th and 16th. Well, we have the 12th set up, so I'm gonna go on the 10th. The 10th is when we want to exit any longs we have and just wait. It's just too much of a risk at that point to try to be wanting to long that or be in it. Sure, the forks do something crazy and send Ethereum to the fucking roof, but that's not worth your portfolio. So this is my narrative. This is my idea. This is what I have going forth. I do think we're in a C wave of some sort. I'm not too sure how high we'll get. I'm not too sure how high we'll get here, so let's just be careful. If you're riding the C wave, be careful. Traditionally, hard forks are very bullish for cryptocurrencies. So following that path, we will ride with it, you know? Why change the narrative? Why change the narrative? This is looking pretty bearish, although we're holding this to support. This entire candle engulfed that. So this is how you trade this. So if you're trying to short, you short when both RSI and price are out of this channel. Right now, price is in the channel, so now what you're looking for is either a short or long. I exited my long just because it looked kind of weak. So if price can manage to curl up here and get over this yellow line and get over this yellow line here, oh man, that'd be so bullish. But if price stalls and we fall under this trend line right here, and then we trickle down here, like this, I guarantee this floor right here at 30 or 60, whatever you want to call it, will fall down, and we'll create this A, B, C at least. So I'm reading the comments real quick. Can this all be a B wave and the next thing's heading down for wave C? So I'm guessing you're 3,300. Bitcoin looks like a more Can't YXY structures just be subways of smaller ABCs? Yeah, a WXY could be, so if you have an ABC, depending on what kind of ABC you have, your first leg can be a WXY or an ABC. This always has to be some sort of correction, never an impulse. And then this could be a 5-wave impulse, or this could be a 5-wave impulse. Usually when your A wave is a 5-wave impulse, your C wave is really short and truncated compared to A, and A is really long and sold off. Usually when A is a 3-wave move, C likes to be a longer leg. In regards to it, can this be a WXY B leg? Or, like I said, I expect I really do expect, well, I wanted to expect a complex move for a correction rather than a simple move. I was looking for a simple move rather than a complex move. This was complex, being a WXY. So if this was to listen to my original standpoint of being a simple move, then this would be, we'll look for an A, B, C. We have to account for every possible scenario. So I like that you threw this, I like that you threw this possible idea here. So let's go off here. Hold on, I'm thinking. The range of this. Okay, let's do our due diligence to formulate ideas. Because, like I said, I expect a simple ABC. I really do. If this is going to play out the way I expect it to, complex, simple, complex, because that's the most normal thing. Remember, the normal thing, well, the most uncommon is complex, complex, simple equals uncommon. Simple, complex, complex equals this in the middle, mid I guess. Made a comment. I don't know. And then no. Your simple A wave's the most common. So if we're gonna stick with this idea, and I'm running with this, I'm gonna try my hardest to stick with this idea. Bitcoin. I have no doubt about it. This is wave 5, expanding flat. It hit every single pinpoint needed to. So this was definitely an impulse of some sort. So this was definitely some sort of impulse. You see here, we had this double bottom. We had divergence here, bearish divergence here, the double top. So this told me this was a move in itself. That this was a structure in itself. And since this right here made divergence, so this was a structure in itself. We got a double bottom here, from there to there. It is Elliott wave rules. There's just it's not rules. It's personality rules. It's what you could expect. It's what you could expect the most common, like is personalities. What's gonna tell us right now? Good night, man. I keep talking, man. Is this retrace? If we hold this retrace right here on RSI and price, then it's an impulse. If we can't hold this, then I'm willing to say because it's also not good that we did this. So that could tell me that this is an entire structure in itself. Nearly a perfect 1.61 extension. nearly a 1.5 extension. See, B is 123.6 of A, and our running flat, and right here we got over a 126 extension. I'm trying to figure out AP draws it from that high. I think if this would have stayed, if this B leg, because we're trying to figure out if this is an expanded flat, a regular flat, a regular expanded flat. This means this C leg could go anywhere up to a 2.0 extension. But the key here was this pivot of B. This pivot of B has to be 123 or within of A. And if A was, I took A from both this high. Like here's the start of A, or A, or you can consider this all A. So here's the base. Take it from the top. Highest point's there. The 1.236 is right there. We went under it. We went almost all the way to a 1.618. So to me, that kind of invalidates a possible B leg, A, B. I'm trying to think of another. Yeah, to me, I think I think this is more of a breakout than not, to be honest. Just because how we closed, where we're at in price action, although this could be seen as pretty bearish, but so you could short this, but I expect this range to hold for Bitcoin at least. If this range breaks, I'll be very bad. I at least want $3,775 to hold, or 70ish. The main pivot's like right on there too, so that's where we need to hold right here. Sustain this bullishness for Bitcoin. Oh damn, look at that. Breaking down. We're not closing above this, so I think we're going to come down here. I think this five-wave structure is done. Like I said, we don't want to short until both RSI and price match. And just because you're shorting from that zone, doesn't mean shit, because you can still hold this low right here. Well, actually, your low you care about now is up there first. So your first target for a short, if you're shorting this, it would be right here. And then if you break this, obviously you can look for 129, 128 from the break from 132. To me, it's not worth a short, really. Maybe if you get to this low right here. But it's a possibility you hold this high right here, and you don't want that to happen if you're shorting. All right, you guys. I am going to still lean cautiously bullish. Reason being is I think this was A, this was A, B, C, and this was all of C right here. So we didn't on Ethereum looks a lot better in the sense of the expansion looked a lot better. You know, the expansion compared to consolidation, expansion, expansion. You know, it looks a lot better. So in my opinion, this works A, B, C or WXY, and we're going up for our impulse 1, 2. The key to that will be a hold of, like I said, 129. The lowest I would accept is 121, but getting down there is so bad. So bad. You want to stay out of that triangle. Hold on that trend line. Barely. But we're starting to roll over here. One, two, three, four, five. I like Vamp. His TA is different from me, obviously. I don't really know what you mean by my thoughts on this TA. I think I don't know, man. This could go either way. Breakout, retest. If we could break this low on RSI without breaking this low on price, I'm gonna go long. Right here, this is what I'm watching. If price could break this, if RSI could break this low without price breaking this low, I'll go long. And we hold this channel, so I expect this to like bump up here, sell off one more time, hold this channel, and then this to go down, keep going down, break this low, but then I'm gonna go long with my stop loss right here at this pivot at 135, and I'm gonna shoot for 147. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm gonna head out of here. I'm gassed in terms of what I can talk about and what we can go over. Basically, covered everything we need to cover. There is a possibility this is a weird expanding running flat thing, and this is just all B leg, and we're making complex. I mean, a simple ABC with a complex A and B leg. But we'll know upon right here. If we hold this and we continue up, I am willing to say that will be invalidated completely. If we don't hold this and we break down and we start breaking down violently in like high volume, or we immediately break through 129, then it's probably a C leg coming down. All right, you guys. It's been real. It's been real. I'm gonna head out of here though. Time to get some fucking food in my system. It's been a pleasure. Appreciate you guys rocking with me. I'm sorry I took all of Gunner's day. Took 2 hours and 50 minutes. Jesus Christ. That's horrible. We got 2 trades in today. We closed one out, went long, closed one out. and we're considering entering another long or short here. All depends on this retrace right here. If we can break that low while holding this, breaking this, we're going for it. It's so close though. It's really close to being what I need to see. We're looking for exactly this here. Break this low, but hold the highs. Alright guys, I'm gonna post these charts to my members and then I'm gonna get out of here. Definitely. And then my members can catch me flip side throughout the day. You guys have a great night. It's been a pleasure with y'all. Catch me maybe tomorrow. Definitely not Saturday. I mean, definitely not Sunday, and definitely not Monday. So, you guys be safe tonight, wherever you guys do. Always remember to use the stop loss. Remember to respect those risk management rules. And I hope we all be profitable next coming year. This is your boy, Satoshi Heavy, with Satoshi's Mother Effing Shit Show. And this is me signing out. Peace out.
And suffering through her failures all over again.